Positive Parenting, Early Childhood, Track 2, Self-Care. Effective self-care requires that you know yourself, your own limits and needs. Before you can help someone else, you have to take care of yourself. This is not selfish. Just like the safety announcements on an airplane, you have to put on your own oxygen mask before you can help those around you. You have to make the time, not find the time. How can you work time into your schedule to plan ahead so that you know that you have time to take care of yourself and your partner? This is an example of integrating your priorities into your daily life. Pause right now and take a few minutes to think about and identify where in your schedule you can make time for self-care and relationship building. If you're having trouble finding the time, take a step back and think about a couple of ways you can carve out that time. You may need to make choices. For example, relaxing your standards for housekeeping in order to have more quality time with your family. There's space on the worksheet for you to write down your thoughts and to remind you to continue to think about this after you've finished listening to the podcast. Where are your stress points? If you identify these ahead of time, it will be easier for you to be proactive rather than reactive. Know when to put yourself into timeout. You will also be modeling healthy self-care for your child. You can let your family know that you need to take a break. Try saying, "Mom or Dad needs a break right now." And, by example, show them how to self-calm. Try saying, "Mom or Dad needs a break right now." And, by example, show them how to self-calm. First, make sure your child is in a safe space. For example, if you have a baby or a toddler, you can put them in their crib. If you have an older child, make sure they're in a safe location and take a 5-minute break for yourself. Whether you need to take a few deep breaths, step outside, step into another room, or to call a friend. Take care of number one by knowing what you need to do for yourself to hit the reset button. With an older child, if the situation allows, take another minute to do your calming exercise together with your child. With an older child, if the situation allows, take another minute to do your calming exercise together with your child. Pause here and think about what makes you lose your cool. These are your stress points. Next, imagine yourself in a situation feeling that way and identify what you can do to make sure your child is in a safe space so that you can take the few minutes to take Next, imagine yourself in a situation feeling that way and identify what you can do to make sure your child is in a safe space so that you can take a few minutes to practice self-care. Remember that at the end of this podcast, you can consult our links to additional resources and information to learn more. What is your image of strength? Next, what is your image of strength? Using this technique of forming in your mind a visual cue that makes you feel in control and empowered and able to keep your cool in the face of the challenges of parenting a young child. One example, superhero parenting. Envision yourself as a superhero who can face and overcome your most challenging parenting moments. What would your superhero costume be? What would your superhero costume be? A cape, a mask, magical armlets, or a shield on your chest? Have fun. Empower yourself with the ability to face your most difficult parenting moments. You probably will also have thought of some recent incidents where you could really have used some superhero help. Next time, when you're having a difficult parenting moment, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and mentally put on your superhero garb. Then step back into the situation and save the day. If the superhero image doesn't work for you, think about what will. Is it as a large, immovable boulder? Is it as a large, immovable boulder? Or a large pine tree buffeted by wind, swaying but never breaking? Hold on to the image that works for you and envision it when you need to pause before confronting a tough parenting moment. Hold on to the image that works for you and envision it when you need to pause before confronting a tough moment as a parent. Another helpful tool is to use mindfulness techniques. The essence of mindfulness is to shift gears away from action and towards observation. The meditations, techniques, and exercises are all designed to get you to hit the mental pause button and turn off trying to solve a problem. Figure out instead how to accomplish something. No. The meditations, techniques, and exercises are all designed to get you to hit the mental pause button and turn off trying to solve a problem, figure out how to accomplish something, or think critically about something that has happened or you have done. Instead, you focus on becoming aware of simply being, without passing judgment. By focusing on the physical sensation of what you are doing in the moment, you are training your brain and body to awaken to a place where you can remember that you are not your thoughts. While there are many resources available to integrate mindful practices into your daily routine, mindfulness can be worked into any moment by paying attention to your breath or by focusing on some other physical sensation. We have provided links to additional information about how to integrate mindfulness practices into your routine and its benefits on our page of resources relating to this podcast. By taking care of yourself, you become better equipped to care for your child. Keeping all of the parenting balls in the air at once isn't always easy, and practicing self-care can make that juggling easier. At the same time, you will be modeling great life coping skills for your family, so that these techniques are naturally part of their coping toolkit.